Hello, how we doing? So let's see if we can do this again. I had a bit of an issue yesterday with the sim crashing. I think I've fixed that problem, but we'll see. So let's just update the numbers in the stream here. So we're going to be flying the 787 today, the 900, and we're going to be going from Heathrow. Yes, we are going to risk it again, down to Madrid in España. So Madrid, which is Lima Echo Mike Delta. There we go, so the stream now says the right thing, that's always good. So here we are, here's the flight in the Flight Dispatch Centre for BA Virtual, and there's the flight. So 789, book. Okay, cool. What's the weather doing at Heathrow? Bit windy, 180, so a solid crosswind there. So let's, that's interesting, it's already running. Alright. Let's bring PFPX into play. There we go. Wow, that lagged a bit. That was weird. And our flight number is BA460. BA460. And standard doesn't work. Don't know why, but for some reason it never does. Oh, come on, PFPX. I'll tell you what, I might just chin it off and go back to sim brief. It just works. It's nowhere near as flexible, but and we're going to be in a 789. What we're looking for, flight 460. There it is. Plan. Right. We have a company route. So actually we've got a solid crosswind, so what are people doing at the moment? Looks like we're going off 27s. Let's just check that on flight radar, rather than assuming what you see on VATSPY is correct. Assumptions being the mother of all what's-its. Yes, 27 left. Okay. So, registration. What reg are we taking? Let's have a look at the dispatcher. Does it even give us a reg? Does it chuff? Oops, didn't want to do that. Alright then, so we'll just pick one, don't really care. Oh, have I even got 789s in there? Oh, I have. In fact, let's tell you what, let's find the actual flight. BA460. Here it is. And FlightAware says that the aircraft is that one. We've got a reg. Will it give us a reg? Alright, flight radar won't. I thought it did. There we are, check your flight status. Flight number BA460. The actual BA website here. Well, what the hell just happened then? Flight number 460 search. Oh, that's weird. Does this give us a reg? No, it does not. Why is it not on FlightAware? thought it gave you the reg down here. Is it because I'm not logged in? I don't know if it's changed anything. Alright, well, let's look at yesterday's. Oh no, it's a treble. 789. Let's look at Monday's. Is it going to tell us what the reg was? Ah! ZBKO. Was I looking at the wrong bit? Has the reg been assigned for this one yet? ZBKK. Right, there we go. That's if you look at the right bit. Golf, Zulu, Bravo, Kilo, Kilo, Golf, Zulu, Bravo, Kilo, Kilo. Awesome. Cost index of 70. I don't think that's right. What does the BA normally use on the 7.8? Let's go with 20. I know that's what they use on the buses, so let's go with 20. Seems sensible. Takeoff runway is going to be 27 left. Landing, we'll worry about that when we get there. Destination is Lima Echo Victor Charlie, and our route is that, which we can build. That looks reasonably sensible. Can we validate that? And we have passed. Okay. Let's do a random payload, and let's just check that I can actually key that in. So, or would it be easier to do it this way? No, probably not actually. So we've got what, 180. Danny, no, I fly on VATSIM. I've never actually done IVAO actually. So 180. So let's put that 160. We get 20 business in. There we go, 20 business in. Cargo 25.9 tons. So bulk cargo. Well, let's put a ton in there, or 1.1 tons. So what have we got? 25.9, so call it 25. So call it 15 left to go. Hang on. Is that only 1 ton? So how the hell am I going to get 25 tons of cargo in there? 10, 18, 19. I can't get 25 tons of cargo in there. Oh, twat, I'm on the wrong flipping aircraft. Try again. Okay, 161, so we need 19, and we need, can I get 26 tons? 14, 25, 30, yeah, so, no, 25, 26. Hang on, I need a calculator. What's that? 14530 plus 11647 plus 1241 is 27.418. So if we less 25954, hang on, what have I done? The flight is 1, 2, 3, 2.5 hours. Hang on, so 14530 plus 11647 plus 1241. So that's max cargo. Let's take off what we want. So I need to take off 1.5 tons from here. And I think I'm going to take off the aft. So 1.1464. So we need 10183 in the aft. Why can't you just click that and key the number in? 10183. Seems a bit heavy. Close enough for me. Save. Seems pretty heavy. Yeah. Okay, so max flight, yeah, the cruise is optimum, that's fine, that's fine. We're on Cirrus, that's fine. Find destination alternate route, even though it doesn't actually seem to save it. We've got an off the block time of, well, let's make that 12:45. Yeah, that looks sensible. Oh, I haven't got top cat have I, so I can't do that. Yeah, no, just chin that off. 27 left. Okay, taxi out. Fine, right, compute. Awesome. We've got some numbers here. 0 fuel weight, that's fine. Rim limits. Excellent. Save. Oh no, actually. We'll save it to there as well, don't we? How'd you change that? Oh, here we go. So this is on there. Steam Library Common FSX. Quality Wings 787 flight plans. Oh. That looks promising. Okay. No, that's not the right thing. Active Sky. Wow, that's loud. I've moved around my desktops and I can't find anything. There it is. That's what I want. I've forgotten. Oh yeah, I did actually do this because that would be quite handy. Never mind. V pilot as well as Phoenix. Flight. No, that's fine. I don't want to do that. LEMD. That's what we're doing. Operational flight plan. We're going to be cruising. I can't remember. Was it 3:30? No, 390. What was our alternate? I've forgotten already. I'll leave it to Charlie. That's our route. Confirm. Okay, can you drop that on the other screen here? Okay, so up comes FSX. Let's have a look at what we got on VATSPY then. Typically standard, no controller on for Heathrow, midday on Saturday. Come on, that's in UK. Shoreroom's on. Oh, I've got scenery for Shoreham. Oh, too late. Damn, we could have gone and done some VFR in Shoreham. Oh, plop. Oh, never mind. Never mind, skiz. Right, so here we go. Let's find the 7.8. While it's doing that, I'm going to load vPilot. looks sensible. Boeing phone number I don't recognise, sorry, busy. 789. Oh dear, this is the first time I've run it since I've reinstalled everything. That's not a recipe for success, is it? Oh well. Hang on a minute. I can't see LEMD. Why is it not exported it there? Where did it put it? Where did it put it? I've forgotten where it exports it to. Downloads. There's clearly not an LEMD there, is there? I'm not going completely mad. It says it's just exported it here. Oh, BFBX, you're such a piece of crap, really? FSX has gone to... Oh, what? No. Oh, it's... For some reason it's changed since yesterday. Go figure. Right. Terminal 5. And we're going to need a biggie one-y. 531, where's that? Let's just check the AIP first. Let's have a look at Terminal 5 chart. 531 is up here. I'd like to be down here somewhere. 53. Well, actually, where are we going off? 27 left. 537 would be nice if we got it. We have. Let's take 537 then. Fly now. Throttles back to 0. Progress. We will get off the blocks because I want to watch the rugby. Being a Wales fan, I'm not quite sure why I want to watch the rugby, but there we go, that's a difference altogether. Excellent. Okay. So while that loads up then, what else have we got to do? We've got to have a look at what our departure is going to be, and we're going to GOGSI. Do you want to download an update? Oh, for crying out. Professional streaming at its best. Right, here we are then. Flights, new flights, flight name BA460. It's probably not going to like that. No, didn't. LEMD, LEVC. And will it not let me do? Oh, for God's sake, you suck. Do you mean the route is invalid? Oh, eat poo, really? Let's look at the SIDS. Oh, and the update's actually downloaded, so I might quickly spam that out now. See if that fixes it. So yeah, 2.5 hours, but we might give it a bit more beans. Really? No, I don't want to close it. Can you not just stop the daemon and then restart it? Unable to remove file, not upgraded. Oh my god, what a piece of shit. This is why I like Linux. EGLL SIDS. In fact, because that's getting pretty close and it might start with engines on. I need my feet on the brakes. There's Gogsy. Yeah, I did need my feet on the brakes. There we go. Wow. Welcome to Microsoft PowerPoint, boys and girls. And we want some external power. That one, isn't it? There we go. Right, okay, so we are sat here. Lovely jubbly. So we can now connect BA, I forgot what was it, 460 mic? 460 mic, 460 mic and Boeing 789. We can file the flight plan. And it doesn't look like we've parked on top of anyone, but that's anyone's guess really. Have we got anyone around us? Oh, we parked up next to a 7.4. There you go, you can get an idea for the size of the 7.8 here. Look at the size of the engine in comparison, wowzers. Trent 1000 is it? Okay, right, so let's see if I can remember how you do this. It's a while since I've flown the 7.8. Okay, so overhead, first of all, let's get some lights on. Nav lights on, logo light, wing light. Test, awesome. Can put them on, everything's on that. Wow, let's not do that. And that's all looking fine on the overhead. We don't need to do any of this stuff at the moment. No, they can all be off. So we'll have a look at the FMCs. ARAC 1803, that's a good start. Let's go to the POS in it. Actually, before I do that, where is it that you change it from kilograms to pounds and stuff like that? Oh, that was it. Oh, I missed it. Bugger. EFIS. Does it still not? No, it's still not even clickable. So right, let's chin that off then. Still on an old airport map database. Ah, it's here. This is what I was looking for. Kilograms. Are you joking? Does it not let me? Oh, for God's sake. Sort your shit out. Release an aircraft when it's ready. Don't want that up, don't want that up. Checklist, that'll do. Okay. Ref Airport, EGLL. Gate 537. Alright, just don't press the 5. No gate found. Does it need a G? No, it's fucked. Okay, ignore. Runway 27 left. No, clearly we need to get rid of all that. Does delete it all? No, does it? Hell, that would be far too easy. 27 left. Flight number is BA460. Alternate is Lima Echo Victor Charlie. So this is all going to be in pounds now. Oh. So fuel 14982. 14982 kilograms in pounds. Google please 330 33030. 330.5, just don't press the 0. Invalid entry, of course it is. Okay, that doesn't fill me with confidence. Zero fuel weight, 171231. 171231. 17123. That's a 4, Simon. 231. That makes that much difference. 171231 kilograms in pounds. 337.5. So, oh, hang on, 14982. Oh, I might have made a boo-boo. $33.03. That's why, you donkey. Yeah, there we go. That makes a bit more sense. For its temperature, yeah, fine, whatever. Awesome. Outside air temperature is currently 12 degrees. Flaps 2, I guess. Entry not allowed on selected line. Oh, because it's Boeing, isn't it? So it's flaps. No, didn't want to do that either. So it's 5 degrees rather than flaps 2. Yeah, there we go. CG trim. Don't think PFPX gives us that. I don't know what it should be. I might get that from the flight bag, actually. But either way, our departure is going to be from 27 left. Next page. Next page. Next page. And it's going to be the GOGC 1 Golf. There's 27 left. I don't know why it says 1 Foxtrot, because that's 27 right. So if we have a look at that now, let's just check all of yeah, fine, whatever, execute. Okay, so let's look at the legs. No disc. Three, 4, 5. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. It's one of those days. Transition, London TMA is 6000 or just 000 for some reason. 6000. Thank you. Max angle, don't quite know what that means. Can't be speed, that's fine. Step 2, no, we're not doing a step. Cool. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Initialize flight, performance, copy FMICA data. Condition is wet, wet, wet. Feel it in my fingers, feel it in my toes. What's the QNH? 994 hectopascals. And you have to, because this is different, you have to click the box first, because why would things be consistent? Ping pong. There we go. That's not strictly true. Fine. Okay. How very good of you. Pedestal. VHF 122 decimal 8. It's going to go on there, and then we're going to go flippity flop. Oh, which is that button, of course. Awesome. TA only, that's fine. Great. Oh no, yeah, whatever. Randomly pressing buttons. That's either on or off. Okay, fine, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. Still don't have air traffic on, so I'm gonna. I have 5 frames at the moment. It's going to crash, isn't it? We know it's going to crash. 39, heading 270. That apparently didn't change anything. Neither did that. So what flips the point? There we go, good enough for me. Flight director can come on. Come on, right, okay, so let's have a look at some of this. Let's get weather on there. Let's get traffic on there. Don't want terrain, not bothered about that. But I do want on here. Come on, it's clicking. Right, there we go, that's better. There we go. What was that? Ding dong. Casablanca radar. Okay, fine, cool. Good luck, mate. No, don't want that. How do I change? How do I change the middle one? I've forgotten. Okay, fine, whatever. So I think we are pretty much good to start thinking about moving. I want to go to systems here though, and I want to look at fuel and make sure we do actually have. How much was it supposed to be? 33 tons. So why have we got that many? That's interesting. Sorry, 15 tons we want. I don't know why the noise has just suddenly changed there, but okay, fine. Okay, so tickety tickety tick. So we can go to we've just done that. Passenger signs. Okay, so overhead passenger signs are auto. MCP. Why can't I find my V speeds? Is it not on the departure arrival page? Perfect. Ah, takeoff, here we go. 129.134.144. Pre-filed takeoff briefing has been completed. So, a poo can come on. Wow. So I'm going to get my ground chart up as well. There we are. So the poo's coming on. I'm assuming the passengers have been loaded. We'll have a look what else we need to do. Anti-ice is fine, we don't need that on. Recall is checked. Auto brake can go to RTO. Flight controls I'll do in a minute. Okay. So I'm getting triggered on that sim. Okay, push back. Brakes off. Oh yeah, we can do a dual engine start, can't we? I forgot about that. Oh my golly gosh. Right, I'm not going to stay in this outside view because it's just going to crash, isn't it? We've got 100 meg of VAS left. Thanks, Flight Simmer. It does look good, but I wish it performed good. So we can have a look at the flight controls by system. Flight control, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Flaps 5. Finish the pushback there. Taxi lights can come on. Should have turned that on a while ago. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Everything's good up top. Okay, so let's get tax skiing. So we're going to follow Bravo. And we're off. So I'm not going to skip to an outside view, boys and girls, I'm afraid, because I think it's just going to crash. As in the simulator, not as in me gonna crash. That's pretty inevitable anyway. So here we are, chugging along. A whopping 6 frames per second. Certainly doesn't feel that good. Put the brake on too much now as well. Come on, I see me rolling. At least we know the brakes work. It's terrible, isn't it? This is why I don't fly from Heathrow. It's the only place that does it. But what we will do, once my rudder pedals decide the brakes aren't on, come on, I've got nothing on, there we go. I will put the transponder to TARA. I'll put the lights on, strobes can go on nice and early because I want to basically just get out of here as soon as possible before it crashes. And it looks like the runway isn't wet anymore, but there we go, it's not a problem. One thing I haven't done is pitch trim, of course. Is that automatic in the 7.8? I think it might be actually when you key and you see a G. I can't remember. Want to get out of here so we get our frames back. It's just killing me. We've got weather on. We don't want terrain on, we don't need that. And we've got traffic on. Okay, good. We haven't got traffic, so we haven't got a squawk, but no wuzzers. Engines, it's continuous, everything's on here. I might risk pulling that down. Go on then, let's risk it. Oh, that's just knocked another 2 frames off. It's actually a bit quick here. Is you have, when it's juddering like this, you have absolutely no perception of speed. I know it says 30, but that's because it's below the speed that the P token detects. See, on the Airbus you have a ground speed down here. In fact, surely you've got one on here somewhere. Oh yeah, we have ground speed 14. Oh, we're going a bit slow now. Overcooked that. Some random guys descending randomly from flight level... Oh no, to flight level 905 from 150. FedEx 99 Delta. Doesn't say where he is, where he's going. He's just descending. Alright. Happy days. Fill your boots. Right, we'll pull that away. We're going to line up and we are going to GTFO. Or we will. There's the toga. That's the click spot there. I remember. And we're actually going to take off on the correct runway this time. That'll be novel. Unlike what I did yesterday, if you saw that before I deleted it out of shame. That's what happens when the frame rate's bad, you just forget things, and it's, I know I'm using it as an excuse, but you're just so concentrated on not suddenly shooting off onto the grass that you forget all the other bits and pieces. And it's really bad, obviously, forgetting to check the runway you're on. But in fairness, we did realise we were on the wrong runway, and then I just went, you know what, can't be bothered. but then the sim crashed anyway, so whatever. So here we are coming up to, is this Lohman? Oh. Didn't know it did that. I'm going to take the whole runway just because I'm not convinced about my calculations. And we are quite heavy. Well, we haven't got a lot of fuel, but we are heavy on cargo. Let's give it a smidge of throttle. Entering French airspace, flight level 250. Brilliant. France is a big bloody place. Want to give us a clue? I do love Unicom. And if you're assuming, oh yeah, but they can look on VATSpy where I am. Well, fine. Then why announce it? If you're assuming everyone's looking on VATSpy. Right. Line up, takeoff 27. Doors are closed. Auto throttle going on. We'll risk a quick outside view here. No, that wasn't good. Now down to 30 meg of VAS. I heard a ping. No, that wasn't an OOM. What is the active runway at Luton? The one you're about to land on, mate? Toga. Checked. Oh, he said check. Oh, that's quite nice. There we are. There's the derated takeoff. Thrust is set. V1. Tail strike. Just being delicate because the feedback is way low. Really? Flipping out, we haven't even put the gear up yet, chat. For some reason my joystick button's not working for the gear, so I'll do it the old fashioned way. And up we go. Flight director's saying 30 degrees climb. Really? Are we going into orbit? It's because we had a bit of an overspeed, that's why. Right. Why is it stalled? What the actual badger is going on here? Why can't I put the nose down? I'm full stick down at the moment. Oh, if you can't believe me. Oh, I hope it's not this stupid bug again. Oh, I've just knackered my camera now. There we go. So I'm going to fly this by hand for the moment then, in that case.
Hey.
I will put auto throttle back on, which for some reason has just killed the engines. Oh, the nose is dropping now because the thrust has just reduced. There we go, right, nose is down. Right, flap 1, I'm going to risk it, just to reduce the drag a bit. Oh, East Midlands ground is on. Oh, cool. Let's try and stay reasonably on. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, I bet you all noticed that. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Why can't I get the nose down? I'm fully stick forward and I'm just keep trimming down at this point. Well, let's have a look. Sys, flight control. Oh yeah, we're still in the green on the trim, so it won't be for long if we keep at this rate. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's worry about checklists for a minute. Well, this sorts itself out, so that's before takeoff. After takeoff checklist, flaps can come up now, and that's fine. So I'm going to risk the autopilot. Just keeping an eye on that, making sure it's not going to stall us again, because that was rather inconvenient. And we're out on the SID now towards Gogsey. And we can see that fantastic bowing of the wings. That's B-O-W, not B-O-E-I-N-G. But it's so characteristic of the 7.8. So we can zoom out a bit on here. We can also go to standard pressure now. Got a bit of traffic ahead of us actually. That's an EasyJet, Luton to Alicante. I can overtake him, I would have thought. New drama in flight. Yeah, I know, flipping heck. This was emotional. So I'm well out of London now. I'm still only getting 10 frames. Oh, you can't see that. 8 frames there. I don't know why it's so bad. It didn't used to be this bad in the 7.8. I know it's bad. Almost as bad as me forgetting to turn off the APU. Let's pretend we didn't see that either. And we're now accelerating up to our economy speed, Mach decimal 82 or something, I think it was, something like that, and up to flight level 390. So we can have a look at the tablet then. What do we need to do here? It's not a lot. Until we think about actually the landing. So we can stick it on that page for the moment. Heading off towards Southampton. So let's show you that on VATSPY if I put up the centre screen again. So here we are, 460 mic. Let's just do a bit of that, and let's do a bit of that, and a bit of an update. So we're heading down towards Southampton, down here. This little estuary there, and then we're on our way down to Madrid. Still no air traffic, I'm afraid. Dealing with East Midlands, Shoreham on, with almost full cohort going on at Manchester. Jonas is on an Essex radar, so that's all coming together nicely. I'm hoping we can get on the ground before the rugby. I'm not overly confident that we will, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Might have to do a bit of a speed intervene and give it a bit of a throttle firewall. Do a PA call? No, it doesn't really do a lot. Galley can ask for a brew. I want a brew! Oh, I thought I was just on, you donkey. What else have we got down here? I'm not sure if you can see this actually. I'll stick on VHF for now anyway. Quite a long way to our top of climb. This isn't the nippiest climb in the world. And they're not the best textures in the world, are they, really? So let's kill the centre screen again. Come on, textures, do your thing. There we go. Right on cue. And I can see we still have our lights on, so we're above flight level 100 here. So let's go back to that, and now it's somehow unloaded the textures. Brilliant. And this looks like a rather pretty plane, doesn't it? The bow on that, it's brilliant. A Rolls Royce made in Derby, just round the corner from me. That's a pretty cool view, isn't it? I need to make myself a little button board Arduino or something like that, so I can change the views through Chase Plane without having to fart about tabbing out and stuff like that. So it keeps the sound and keeps the immersion and all that sort of jazz. So we've been navving nicely, we're all navving nicely. Got 100 flight levels to go to our top of climb. I'm going to have a look at some charts for Madrid. Also going to have a look at some weather for Madrid. It's actually colder in Madrid than it is London. Drizzle, brilliant. Broken, overcast. Oh, it's going to be a Cat 3 landing. Runway visibility 880 metres. Ouch. Snow. Oh my Christ. Wind is 190, 13 knots though, so we can have a look at some stars. What was our last waypoint? Last waypoint is Orbis. So we'll be on the Orbis. 1 Charlie. Oh, what did I say the wind was? 190. So the Orbis. It's a bit funny because it takes us beyond the airfield, but we actually want to stay north of it. So we're going to have a look for a transition here, because we're going to want to be landing 1.8. Actually, let's have a look at the. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. So the Orbis, we come in here and we go past, but we want to be landing on 1.8 really. So let's have a look at the taxi charts, airport. Now I don't know where BA Park here. But one would imagine it would be down here at the main terminal. But I think we're going to go to Terminal 4. Because there's no turn off here till you get to the bottom, and then you've got to double all the way back. And I is mega lazy. So we'll go for 1.8 right. So we want a 1.8, that's 1.8 left, we want 1.8 right. Is I Zulu a Cat 3? I don't think it is. No, so we need that one. What's the difference here? That's a slightly different missed approach procedure. Now we haven't got a transition there. So how do we get from Orbis to the ILS? Because you'd have thought that's quite important in Cat 3 conditions. Is it not? So CNR, I think was on here, yeah. So do we just do a direct to this VOR and then follow it round? It's not really giving the game away much, is it? Why is there not? Surely there should be a transition. Oh. Oh, right. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing, you daft. So we want the Orbis 1 Zulu, which puts us just between these two peaks here, effectively. And then from Summer Sierra, right, that's what we do. Yes, that's what we do. What are these? Right, Orbis 1 Zulu. That's what we're going to be on. We're almost at top of climb. Well early compared to the prediction. So actually what we'll do is we'll get this keyed in. That's the wrong thing. There we go. We'll get this keyed in, and then I am going to go and make a coffee because I am gasping. Arrival. ILS Zulu 18 right. Orbis 1 Zulu with the Summer Sierra transition. We'll check for any discontinuities or whatever they call it in this, and we're looking good, that's fine. Now, how do you do your landing performance? Is that all on the tablet? Condition is going to be wet. The wind, I'll put in the winds for the moment as what it is, which is 19013. There's the engines throttling back. Outside air temperature is 11 degrees. The QNH is currently 1005. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, I'm really impatient today. 1, 0. Oh, you're kidding. 1005 HP A in inches of mercury. 2968. Landing weight is going to be 176.7, 176.7 kilograms in booze is 389.5. 389.557 actually. Standard at 5, auto brake 1, spoilers to auto, reverser config no credit, AI will be off, flap 30, cat 3. That's important, so I don't think we're going to have any visibility here. Right, so then that gives us our landing rolls. So if I cross-reference that with the runway, which is 4 kilometers, 13,500 feet, and we're on auto brake 1, we'll stop in 9,000. So that's good. I'm happy coming off more or less right at the end here. Yeah, because we can't vacate there. So yeah, so that's fine for an auto brake 1. So over to the Fumicas, and that's fine. Oh, it's moaning that the centre fuel pump has not got any fuel. Well, there's a good reason for that, because there's no fuel in it. You can put that on there. Do we need to do anything else at the top? Window heats are all on, trimmers on, that's fine. Packs are auto, pressurization's auto, wipers are off, engines auto. Nav light beacon lights on, strobes are on, lights are off, internal lights are on, power AC's on, and the IRSs are fine. Now, can we cruise a little bit quicker? I think we probably can. But I've got to remember how you do it. Here we are. It's not that, it's not that, it's not that. I forget where you can put in done all that, haven't we? Yeah, that's fine. Is it performance? Oh, I suppose we could change the cost index. Yes, that's good. Go back to the pos rep. So that's going to increase our speed. Right, okay. Cool. Now, do we get a fuel prediction on arrival? Now, why is it saying we're going to have minus fuel? That doesn't give me a warm fuzzy feeling. Is it a minus or is it an about? It says it's a minus. Is the fuel calculation just completely wrong? Surely we're not going to burn 23,000 pounds. Which is, what on earth is that? 10 tons of fuel. Actually, 10 tons isn't a great deal, is it? That's not a huge amount at all. Oh, rip. What's our optimum altitude? I did find it before, it told us. Ah, here we go. Recommended, flight level 432. So, 430. No. Oh yeah. Right, that'll save us a bit of fuel. $14.50. So an hour and a half. We're not going to have enough fuel, are we? Oh well, let's risk it. Daniel Oboyev, I hope I pronounced that right. Hello sir, welcome. You've caught me just as I'm about to go and make a coffee. So I will put the B right back there, and I am going to go and quickly make a brew. I will leave you with some lovely cinematic views of this awesome aircraft that hasn't loaded the textures in. Back in a moment. And progress is being made. The pilot has a brew. So let's just take stock. Coming over Bay of Biscay here. We've got Jersey and Guernsey behind us. Let's just come out of cinematic. And let's do my position report before I forget. So let's just have another quick look outside then. Have a look at Jersey and Guernsey behind us. There's France. She's eating some monkeys. Oh, hello. Wowzers. Getting there. There we are. Lovely. Good. Seen that. Happy days. So we are, yeah, we're coming in over here. We're worried about fuel. We're very, very worried about fuel. FMC message. But we haven't got an FMC message. Huh. Why is it saying that? There we go. Right, good. Clear that. So we're keeping a close eye on the fuel here. I think we may have made a boo-boo in our pounds to kilos conversion. I think we have made a boo-boo. But in true Green Giant fashion, we will hit that problem when we come to it. Yeah. So how is everyone doing? The chat is very quiet. Please do put your questions and, you know, comments and so on and so forth in the chat here. I'll do my very best to answer them. Yeah. And then you can watch me oh jeez, watch me eat some of these. Oh, I remember those from when you were a kid. Flipping heck. Yeah, super sour sweets. In fact, let's have one of these before my coffee. Can't see anything wrong with that plan. So there we are then. A little boiled sweet thing. Right. Toxic waste, which I've just thrown across the keyboard. Just a little boiled sweet, laden with citric acid. My tongue's already going absolutely mental. In anticipation. Oh, blooming heck. Oh, I've not even got to the good bit yet. My eye's giving it. Wow. Oh, that is. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? And I've just realised that. Oh, man. There it is all at once. Wow. There we go, let's just sort the stream out a touch. Oh, I'm not as bad as I remember it, but still an absolute eye twitcher, that is. Oh. Aye, aye, aye. So the rugby starts in half an hour, so I'm definitely cocked up my timings here. Oh. That's, yeah. Yeesh. Good fun then. I remember doing challenges at school. You see how many you can put in your mouth at once, and it was just oh. So we're chugging along the old ragdoll here, the old rag boat. Comment below if you get the reference. Theme tune. God, whatever happened to that? Those were the days. Most of the day's filled with very casual racism, actually, if I remember rightly. Did we get some V speeds, actually? That was something, or a V app, or a VREF. VREF, isn't it? It's Boeing. VREF 30 plus 5 is 129. Bloody hell, that's slow. I suppose we've got 10 knot headwind, 13 knot headwind. Landing distance available 0. Beg to differ. I don't think I've got scenery for Madrid, I'm afraid, so we'll be on default scenery. Just that'll be slightly tweaked by Rex HD airports worldwide. There's actually a flight going into Guernsey. You don't see that often. What's that? Thompson. Oh no, AWC. Who's AWC? Airline codes. Titan. I've never heard of them. Jet Smart. There you go. Now, has the real world flight taken off yet? Taxiing for takeoff. So, let me show you. Pull up the screen again. Whoop. Left the gate, taxiing for takeoff. Speedbird 460 Mike. In this exact aircraft, the Speedy Birdie. We're in the same reg and everything. Not that really means anything in a flight sim, but there we go. Out of London Heathrow. In fact, I wonder if we can actually watch him. I'll just pull that off there a sec, just while I log in, because I have a business account, so I don't want you crazy people hacking me. Sure you wouldn't, but that's interesting. Why is it saying basic? I should have a full thing here. Oh well. 940, 482. There he is. Speedy Birdie 460 Mike. Oh god, he's almost come out the same gate as us as well. He's just the other side of Terminal 5. That's pretty cool. We like that. Bit of a conga line going on here. So we've got 766 and a A319. We've got speed 438. Here's another 319. We've got a Lufthansa 5 uniform and a 320. We've got no call sign. Kiosk should have a call sign. That's weird. But there's 460 Mike, who's done a weirdie bit. Bit of an odd taxi route. Oh, whatever. It's also a bit of an odd place. Is it a Waka Waka? No, it's someone who's things gone a bit odd. Eurowings 79 Lima. Ah, they're doing dual runway takeoff. Oh, 744 off to Accra. What on earth is Accra? Oh, it's in Ghana. No call signs lining up. It's a bit fruity there. And they're doing parallel taxiing as well. He got off nice and early. God, look at that, and he's on short final there. That's got to be a late landing clearance. He's absolutely tearing ass in. 140 knots, or maybe not. Who's this guy? He's just landed. Oh no, he's the guy going to factory. Of course he is. AVA. Avianca. Sounds Spanish? Colombian. What's he doing there then? Wow, this is laggy. To hold a bit. It's a hell of a flight that, isn't it? It's a long old way. What's the aircraft? 788. Yeah, he's held down there. Is that Biggin? Or is that Ockham? I think that's Ockham. Biggin's further on, isn't it? Yeah, Biggin's there. So I'm guessing, I think that's Ockham. One nice one, broke out of that early, a bit of glitchy data, and then carries on with the SID. Oh, did we miss the takeoff? No? Where's he gone? Can't have cheesed it that quick. Flybees, no shuttles. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? The One World livery. American Airlines. Hang on, where's 47 Mike gone? 460 Mike even. Okay. Is it just not? Oh, there he is. Just the radar having a little bit of a wobble. So he'll be going shortly. Let's just make sure we've not dropped out of the sky. No, we're good. There goes the American. What was he in? Didn't actually check. 330. Filthy habit. This guy's just randomly doing pirouettes. Dodgy data. Ooh, excuse me. So I don't think they were doing parallel takeoffs. I think he was just taxiing him round here on Bravo. Bravo's going clockwise there. I think they're doing whatever they want, because they have parallel taxiing going on down here. Well, I suppose if there's no other traffic, you can do whatever you want. It's not really an issue, I suppose, is it? Got to stand off. Bring it on. What win? Dreamliner or 330? It's got to be a Dreamliner, surely. Is it a bit bigger? Sure it Dreamliner's. Dreamliner's sort of about similar size to a 340 maybe? I don't know actually, I can't see them. I've not seen a picture side by side. Maybe someone can comment below. So there's the American, off he goes. Oh no, it's an Aeroflot now. Oh, he's come from somewhere else. Off to Moscow. Sure we did a thorough search for nerve agents there. Oops. Too soon? Probably. So he's going to be lining up in a moment. We'll just do a quick check of how we're progressing. So yeah, we're doing well. We're over breast radar. Breast sensor even. What's our fuel state looking like? That's what I'm worried about. See, we're not burning fuel at some stupid rate, but it's still saying we're going to have minus fuel. Not quite sure why. So normally say that's because there's a discontinuity, so it's just ballsed up the plan, but oh, we're off, we're off. There he goes, 86 knots. Oh dear. There it is. Come on, you can do it. In the Boeing livery. I mean, seriously, Flight Radar 24. How cool is that? It is awesome that you can do this. Absolutely awesome. God, it's even cast in a shadow. You're joking. And it's in the right place as well. Because the sun's, so this would be south, it's past noon. You're kidding me, that's absolutely insane. Well done, those programmers. I mean, really, absolutely top draw. So I don't know why it's having a field day on our altitude, but on our fuel state, because the rate we're burning, I think we're alright. I mean, we're not going to have much to spare, don't get me wrong, it's cutting it fine, like, but oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realise that was there. It shows you your flight path vector. So you can see we've got a touch of a crosswind here. So I mean, well, if we got fuel flow, does it tell us our fuel flow? See, total fuel is saying minus 58.1, which is clearly nonsense. We've got £20,000 of fuel. Our fuel flow, I think we know what our fuel flow rate is, which is slightly annoying. It's not going to be anything else, is it? It's only going to be on the fuel page. So we can't really work out our fuel, which is annoying to say the least. Unless I'm missing it down here. No, I'm not. That's really weird. Why doesn't it give us our fuel flow rate? Is this because I gave it some duff data? That's believable. Yeah, it is. I don't know why it's got duff data. Right, that's... okay, that makes more sense. So our fuel, yeah, so we're going to land with 11,000 pounds of fuel. So if you want to follow this, the real world flight, I'll put it here in the comments. There you go. Right, won't let me post the web address. Why? It's my stream. I post what I want. Streamlabs OBS. Won't let me post it for some reason. That's quite funny. Won't let me do it in my own stream. How retarded's that? That's quite funny. But if I do it through YouTube, it works. that's pretty funny. Okay, so fuel isn't an issue then, so I was right to sort of chin it off a little bit. 14:48 Zulu, so just under an hour, excuse me, just under an hour to go. I'll top a drop. It's not even on there yet, so you're not going to worry about that yet. In fact, you see how unused to the Airbus I am, to the Boeing, and how used to the Airbus I am. So it's that 52 miles to... well, I've got Orbis twice. I don't want Orbis twice. We can't be at that or below that, and below that, sorry. what have I done now? There we go. There we go, that makes more sense. And that looks... I need to declutter that really. A bit cluttered. Right, so that's our top of drop before Ratas. So 180 miles ish, 170 miles maybe. So okay, so now we're not crummy on fuel. We can go to that one, and that's going to recalculate in a minute. So we should have nothing on recall now. Yeah. So we've still got bags of fuel. 170 miles to top of drop. We're accelerating up to Mach 0.84. The real world is currently passing flight level 245. 403 knots ground. So he's not that much slower than us actually. Whilst we're both on real world weather, he certainly is, and we are as well. Why would you do that? We do have a speedy birdie in front of us. There he is, 320. 320. It's 100 flight levels below us. He is in front. In fact, we've just passed him actually. There he is. Great thing about the Dreamliner is you can fly so high, so you can really tear it across the sky without using much fuel at all. See now, for some reason, So now I've broken it. Oh, there we go. Now I fixed it. Don't like all this dead space here as well. It'd be nice if this was your messages. You could put, you know, your recall stuff. No, that. Oh. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? No. No. Why can't I put anything on here? Ah! Ah! Right. That's what I wanted. In fact, no, that's not what I want. I want to change this one now. Oh, I don't think it'll let me do that. No, see, why does that button change this screen? It seems a bit stupid. I'm going to put engines there, my checklist here. That's not going to work, is it? Okay, fine, whatever. Slamming it along, 150 miles to go to top of drop, there or thereabouts. Oh, 138, sorry, got it there. Just keeping an eye on the real world 460 mic to see what altitude he's decided to cruise at. He's currently passing flight level 330. I think he's actually stopped climbing. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm no longer getting the business account on Flight Radar. I think it's because my radio was given up. So I have a radio in my attic running off a Raspberry Pi, and You see my coverage map here, stuff like that. You can see how many ADSB positions I've got and MLATs and stuff like that. Should be able to view live data. So these are all the ones I can currently see from my attic. It's just a little antenna that I made myself. Made a collinear. I think it's a 10 or 11 element collinear off the top of my head. Made it ages ago. Into a little digital TV tuner. Just a little USB stick that you would normally use and plug a little TV aerial in, and then you can watch TV on your computer. But you can actually use it to receive 1080 megahertz, which is the ADSB frequency. And you can see, so this is where I am, this is where I live over in Loughborough. My eye's going to start twitching again. And these are all the aircraft I can actually see, or my radio in the attic with my cheapy homemade little antenna can pick up. Got a Ryanair. So this is live, as you can see, IP address. It's a local IP address. So it's not pulling this from the internet, it's actually publishing this to the internet. So when you see flight radar and stuff, it's people like myself who actually publish the data to them. And it's what I see that they then use to build their software. Try and see if I can see any military aircraft. Well, in fact, it's a weekend, isn't it? Oh, we've got a City Flyer. Embraer 190 BA. I have seen people all the way out here before, but it's unusual. I mean, my antenna's rubbish. I've just rebooted it to see if I can get it up and running again, but it's having none of it by the looks of it. I just realised I didn't have the centre screen on. Let's try all of that again, shall we? So, what I was trying to show you, Control-Shift-Tab. Here we go, this is what I was looking at. So this is everything I can see currently from my attic, from my little Raspberry Pi. All of these. Surprised to see so many directly above us, because I've got quite a directional aerial that I made. It's a City Flyer. It's a sorry, collinear. I was looking at City Flyer. Impressed I'm seeing him actually, because there's a hill here. Normally I don't see too much far away. Down there anyway. That's that. And turn here, not that far from top of drop, so we'll start thinking about that fairly soon. I've already got the arrival keyed in. I will get the latest weather though. 210 knots, so we're fine on the runway that we are. But I might just go and update that. Don't know why it's just done that. Why is it doing that? Why when I press 0 does it try and send it to the FMC? What? Is it a bug? Click slower. No, it's every time I press 0. Right, well we won't be updating that then. Yeah, next page, page down. NOP. Oh, that's a good start. So the Orbis isn't even on there. Oh, there's SIDS. N O or B, what was it? One Zulu. So that's what we'll be doing. And we will pop up on this map. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's miles better. So, well, we're all keyed in. The only thing I haven't done is key in the IMS. So, we'll go to nav. No, we won't. We'll go to VHF. No, we won't. We'll randomly spam buttons until I find what it is I'm looking for. That apparently doesn't work. There we go. So, FREC is 110.7. With a course of 181. Excellent. Barcelona radar's on, but that's not going to bother us. And our VREF was 40, wasn't it? Someone's just typed in Unicom, comma. Excellent. I won't take the mic because I've done that myself when you've tabbed out and tabbed to the wrong flipping window and started typing. So I can't touch type, so I can't look at the screen while I'm typing. So you just assume you're on the right thing and start pressing away and hitting enter and wondering why Google's not responding. It's quite funny. Annoying for everyone else. Oh well. So we'll be descending to, let's have a look at that, so Orbis at a maximum of flight level 190. So that's what we'll be going down to. Well, that's what I'll be initially keying in, but what does the flight computer actually want us to do? Oh, hello, that's a bit. Orbis at 190 or below, yeah. Ding dong. S2 checkout now at Casablanca Tower. What's our ILS intercept altitude? It's 5,000 feet, right. Okay. So we'll probably all go all the way to that. So I'm going to put auto brake on. I'm going to start the descent checklist. Recall. It's checked. Notes, just check that. Landing data, we've got that. Approach briefing will happen soon. Let's take another look. Come out with the bow on the wings. That's all the way above the actual top side of the fuselage there. Quite high nose-up attitude here, considering we're going pretty quick. That's 184, I think it was. Oh, nice. Realised the reg is wrong there, never mind. Should be kilo kilo. And what is that chap doing at the moment then? Can we see? Let's have a look. Realise I might have shown you that. Oh well. Never mind. Can't do a lot with it. Let's just have a look, see. So here he is, 410, so 20 flight levels below us. He's hauling ass as well. Good job, sir, good job. So top of drop. It's clicking but not a lot's happening. Are we actually at the top of drop? Yes, we are. We're descending now. Excellent. So down we go into Madrid. As I say, we've not got scenery first, so it's going to be FSX, so bear with me on that, I'm afraid. That can come off, that's all looking good up there, that's all fine. The engines are wound right back there. Lovely. There we go. My flight radar's now working again, so I've got back to my business account after a momentary glitch. So I get all the data. That's the bonus, so if you do provide them data, then they give you a business account for free, which is quite nice of them. So let's go back to this. In fact, no, let's just go through the approach briefing then. So Orbis is our last waypoint on the actual flight plan, and then we're going to brake left onto the Orbis 1 Zulu, which takes us into Somosierra, that VOR here. Watching the altitude of these peaks here, it should be well below us. And then from Somosierra, which is up here, we fly straight in. Onto 1A, right, we're doing Cat 3, decision altitude, decision height of 50, so we can key in the decision height, so the weather's not great down here. So it's changing the number down here, the radial altitude. Go. Ah, there's fuel flow, that's what I was looking for before. So as we can see here, we fly into Orbis, turn left into Somosierra, and then just off there we go straight in, and that's all the missed approach procedure there. It's quite a sharp turn, that is. That's pretty cool. I'm wary. That is so high. For some reason I can't reject. Oh well. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. So, pretty good, we're on path. So chat is very, very quiet today. Come on guys, where are you all? Be good to hear from you. Questions, comments below. Any flights you would like to see me do? Any particular aircraft you'd like to see me fly? Particularly older ones? Or VFR? Sorry to headphone users. So we're getting there. We're all set. Descent checklist is done. Just got the approach checklist, which is altimeters. Landing checklist, arm speed brake, gear down flaps. Transition altitude, that's a good question, is set by ATC, or 13,000 feet. 13,000. So, can I put that in here? That's in now, at least. And we did have a speed restriction actually. Yeah, which is fine, we've already got that. This is all very textbook at the moment. We've got no traffic, which is good. A bit dull. That looks like the mountain that we fly over and then drop into Madrid. So we'll be turning left and then turning right. That's sort of over here-ish, I think. Somewhere about there, I guess. Fuel. What's our fuel stakes? We were worried about that before, and then we cheesed it up to costing. Oh, we got billions. We have millions. Oh. All right. Randomly said descent checklist. Fine. 3 boots. So here we are coming into orbit. I'm going to need a taxi chart actually. right, yeah. So I'm just looking at the text here. So here we go, cutting the corner a bit here. Got a bit of frame rate back, that's nice. OpenLC Europe is the scenery by Orbex. Looks really good, doesn't it? So, turn to Orbis and we are heading now to Somosierra. And from there it's not far at all, so we're very close. I can go and watch the ruggers. We might do the return flight later on. What do we think? Anyone interested? Shall we brave going into Heathrow? Top of descent, expect an ILS approach, not telling us which airport. Well done, fella. You can see he's going, oh no, that's not him. No, Christ knows who that was. Maralibo. I thought about wings levelling and then decided not. Getting close to transition now. Unable to maintain VNAV, extend speed brakes. Well, according to that, we'll bob on it, so, oh yeah, but we are going fast. So we will put out a bit of the lever of shame. Just to bring that speed down. Yes, we are going very quick actually. Can hear, I don't know if you can hear that through the stream, but I can hear the wind noise that's caused. Yeah, we're nearly there. Approaching the transition altitude. Got these hills, we can see we're plotted on here now. So much so I'm going to now go to, zoom in a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Zulu 18 right. There we go, look at that. Pretty cool. We even get the vertical nav there, which is great. So there is transition altitude. So I'm going to bring us off standard. And it's 1005. That's now 1003. In fact, no, I'm going to put 5 because that's what it should be on. EGLL-5, there we are. QNH. Still got those speed brakes out. The speed is coming back a bit now. So, approach checklist, altimeters, done. It's still saying I'm struggling to descend, so I'm just going to give it a smidge more. It's a very slippy aircraft, this, very, very aerodynamically efficient. And there we are. Still quite high. But on profile though, still got a bit to go. And then when we hit 5,000, which is our intercept altitude, we'll slam it into approach mode. So the speed's back now, so the speed brakes can go away. Can now clear that message because we are actually slow enough. Now we're down at 210 knots, which means we can put flap 1 out, which should extend the slats. And there they go, on the leading edge of the wing there. Just helping maintain a nice laminar airflow over the wing. And then flap 1 will be when we get to 180 knots, flap 5, 165-ish, down to our VREF. And of course extending the flaps and stuff will increase our drag, so that'll help slow us down, and then when we drop the gear it'll really help us slow down. So it's pretty much a straight in approach now. So place your bets for the landing rate. Just going to override that. That's better. And passing 10,000 feet, lights on. You can see the overcast weather that we're coming into now. There's the lights on there. Logo light you won't see really during the day, nor the wing lights. Bit bumpy. Look at the dirt on there, that looks great. That doesn't look great. There we go. Flaps 5. Bit early on the flap, but I like getting ready early. And we now have ILS actually. 2 diamonds. We're on it. I'm going to stay on the VNAV for now. until we get a bit closer. We're still quite far out, still 20 miles. So if we hit approach, it'll bring us down to our VREF a bit early. It just extend or slows you down more, which they do like doing in real life, because your engine noise is lower. And you can see now why we're Cat 3. Absolutely nothing to see here. Nothing to see here at all. VNav's doing a really good job here. It's very impressive. There is no departure at Madrid. It's not filed a flight plan yet. I think it's an Aegean. AEA? Is that Aegean? Can't remember. God, the contrast on that is pathetic, isn't it? You can't really see what's going on here. It'll be even worse on the stream, but it's not great IRL. So here we are coming down, almost at the ILS now. And then we'll be looking for the Cat 3 indicator, because we need to be Cat 3 to give us a decision height of 50 feet. And that's with a runway visual range of 200 metres. But if we're Cat 2, we have a decision of 100 feet radar altitude. In fact, I think we're Cat D actually, so it might be a bit more than that. Might be 110, which might not be doable, because this is pretty grim, isn't it? So I'm going to flick over onto approach mode now. And we'll bring that speed back. 140 is our VREF, the approach. It's 1,000 feet to go. Put a bit more speed brake, or bit of speed brake out again, just to help bring that speed back. Take gear down. And we'll take flat 10. Bring back down to VREF. It's windy, isn't it? And take flat 15. So, landing checklist. Speed brake is armed, gears down, flaps are coming down. So we'll take another one to flap 17, and we'll take 18, 20, 25 and 30. So we're on ILS. Should have a Cat 3 indicator here somewhere. I don't know where it is on the Boeing, to be perfectly honest with you. Thought it would be more obvious than that. Actually, the visibility now we punch below the clouds is a little bit better. And we're quite nose up here, so I'm going to land 3. Landing checklist is done. I have the runway. We're going to stay on auto land now, because this weather's a bit fruity. So auto brake 1, spoilers alarmed. We're all looking very good here, apart from the weather. $1,000's checked. That wind. Frame rate's gone to absolute rat shit again. What a surprise. Check. Oh, come on, frame rate. That crosswind, yes. Bouncing us all over the place. That's a big, long, extended threshold here, look. Continuing. Oh, frames. For some reason my reverses aren't coming out. But we don't need them anyway. Oh, that was Zulu 7, we should have come off there. Never mind. Come on, keep rolling. And we'll vacate left here onto Zulu 7. So we didn't mess it. Which weirdly there isn't a taxiway marking for. It's definitely this one. We can use the grain map, which is quite cool. We'll go into gate 530, which is just up here on the left. So this should be Golf 13. Oh, wasn't far off. And off come the lights, beacon can come off, external power is connected, and the poo can come off. Oh, landing light should have been off a while ago. Oops. And we can have a look outside. There we are. Pretty successful flight, I think. Frame rates are absolutely shambolic, but there we go. Let's have a quick look at this 330 Europa. Maybe I have got Madrid scenery. I'm guessing it's a freeware. But there we are. Hope you enjoyed that. And that's what we should do. Is power off. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.